1 minute. Hello guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today is the first of 6 EFL preview shows for the new season. Today we are joined with Billy. How are you, mate?
I'm alright, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. I've been watching World Cup recently.
Not much.
Oh yeah. Nice to see England. Well, they're not really doing well, but nice to see them get to knockouts.
Yeah, I do think that we should beat Congo and hopefully progress into the round of 16.
Yeah, it'll be an early start though if we get to round of 16.
Yeah, I don't know what kickoff time is, so
1 a.m. Yeah. Right. So obviously this is about Doncaster Rovers, this one. So really glad about that. So we're going to reflect on last season. How would you reflect on the season we have just had at Rovers?
Yeah, I think it's been a fantastic season for the States. Our first one back in League One after 5 years. With us finishing mid-table, I think it's a good achievement with the bets saying that we'd finish bottom of the table and get relegated back into League Two.
Yeah, I agree. Like with us, like we had a blip in like December, and yeah, it's like it looks like we were gonna get relegated around Christmas, but after Christmas we made like some decent signings and we've bounced back.
Last season, it was a shame to see that Frankie Okonkwo got injured with his hamstring and had to go back to Everton to get treatment. I was starting to like his style of football and everything like that.
Yeah, he looked brilliant as well. Like when he was playing, then he got the injury, and yeah, nice to see him back though for 2 years.
Yeah, I'm glad that we've signed him on a 2-year deal now. We can get him fit for pre-season and fit for the start of the season against Mansfield away.
Yeah, hopefully. We're going to come on to the fixtures now. Give us your take on the fixtures for season, and what would you say is the standout fixture for us?
For me, it's not the big Sheffield Wednesday Barnleys or anybody like that. My standout fixtures will be like your Cambridge, your Bromley, your MK Dons, because they'll come to us, and when we go to them, they will give us the fight and the determination to stay in this league, and they'll show through their quality of their signings what they're making.
Yeah, I agree. Like Leicester City as well. On 17th of October. That is going to be a brilliant game. That I'm definitely going to that. We've also got Chef Wednesday at Hillsborough in January. That'll be a good day as well. Right. Also Mansfield, day after I come back off holiday. That'll be a good away day as well.
Well, I'm playing that one as well, so
yeah.
That'll be my second visit to Mansfield.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been before.
I
would have gone last season, but I went to Man United that same day we had them.
And on my first visit, we got beat 4-1.
Oh yeah, but that was first season back in League Two, wasn't it?
Yeah, with Tom Anderson scoring a first minute one in front at Rovers, and then it just went downhill from there.
Yeah. What would you think about the Carabao Cup draw? Do you think that's been nice to us or not?
It's a hard tie for us because with Stockport sacking their manager and being a new manager in it might get them into a different style of football, which might make it harder to break down and get into the final third to score them goals that we need to progress into the second round.
Yeah, I agree. Like we lost to them 3 times last season, twice in league and once in Virtue Trophy. Like Stockport, they are quite a challenging team. I don't think we've beaten them for I think for the last 5 times we've played them, I don't think we have beaten them. So it would be nice if we did manage to beat them for once and hopefully progress to round 2 because we did well in Cup last season, progressing to round 3, like beating Middlesbrough, Accrington, sorry, and going to Tottenham, and we lost at Tottenham. Would have been nice if we won there, though.
It was a superb game of football.
Yeah. Right, what about Virtue Trophy then? We've got Huddersfield, Rochdale, and Liverpool under 21s in our group.
Yeah, again, I think that's a hard group going into it. Because if you think about it, we got lucky with the Huddersfield game at home, away last season, I mean. And Rochdale, we haven't played them for 4 or 5 years, so I think they'll come and put a fight, either play them at home or away. And Liverpool and 21s with the rising talent that they're producing at the minute, I do think they will be a challenge that we need to worry about next season.
Yeah, I agree. Like Huddersfield, we beat them when they came to us last season, and when we went to them, we lost 2-0. And
We never
so
deserved that. We never
yeah,
deserved that game.
yeah, like you never know with Huddersfield because like one day they're like absolutely brilliant, like playing like prime Barcelona, and one week they are looking like Leicester City last season, or maybe Chef Wednesday. And looking at Rochdale, they've just got promoted back to League Two. Last time we played them, I think we beat them 4-3. Looks like a brilliant game that. And Liverpool under 21s. Yeah, I agree. Like they are known for bringing in rising talent. Like in about 5 years' time, with some players that could be playing in that game, I reckon they'll be probably like playing in like probably like top end of Premier League or maybe even like Barcelona or some teams.
Yeah, if you give them 5 years' time, they might decide to go and play for Barcelona or like Man City's, your Newcastle's, your Man United's, or even
Yeah,
potentially like your Sunderland's.
yeah. Like most of the under 21 players, they do have potential in their squad.
I would have to agree on that one.
All right, we are going to move on now to our transfers. So we've signed Leon Ayinde, Tommy Simkin, Alf May, James Husband, Frankie Okoronkwo. Is that all so far?
Up to now, when I'm hearing that we're in talks with Stockport County to sign their midfielder Odin Bailey.
Oh yeah. Like looking at our signings, which one has been the standout for us so far?
For me, I think the standout one is Alfie May. For him to be told by Grant McCann in 2019 that he wasn't good enough and got sold, and to prove how good he is in the Championship with partnership with that Jay Stansfield at Birmingham City and getting sold to Huddersfield for a record £1.2 million plus add-ons, and just to prove how much he's dedicated to the club and that he wants to come back. He is hungry to have his unfinished business done with Rovers this season.
Yeah, fair enough. Like I agree. I think Alf May, he's our standout signing so far. Like I reckon he'll do brilliant for us this season. Like hopefully, like get us hopefully near the top end of League One, and yeah, with all the other signings as well, I reckon Alf May and Frankie Okoronkwo, they will definitely work well together.
And I
And
just Simpkins a minute.
yeah,
Because with Tommy Simpkins, he's still a young lad, and I'm glad that Grant McCann's brought him in for the game experience in first team football. he had a loan spell at Walsall last season, and I've heard nothing but good things about him, and that we can really look forward to seeing him play next season.
Yeah, fair enough. Like, I reckon if he does well for us this season, I reckon. Wait, sorry, 1 minute. Yeah, I reckon if he does well for us this season, I reckon we could see him joining like a championship club, or maybe get a first team spot at Stoke City, or and if he does well at Stoke City next season, probably like give him another season, the season after that, and maybe get to like a lower end Premier League club and show his potential for them.
I actually really agree on that comment.
Yeah. Right. Let's have. Right. What do you think of Leon Ayinde then? He was our first signing we brought in since the start of the transfer window. What do you think
I'm,
of him?
I'm going to be honest. I've never ever heard of the guy, but
Mm.
all we can do is wait and see for pre-season and start of the season to see what he can contribute to the side and if McCann's made the right choice in bringing him in.
Yeah, fair enough. I reckon. Yeah, I agree with that. I reckon. If he does well, he'll probably get like a permanent spot and probably get an actual starting position in team. I reckon he could challenge the likes of Luke Molyneux for the winger spot. And yeah, I reckon if he does well in pre-season, he has a chance in getting into the team.
But we're just going to see what happens in this pre-season because this is going to test players' fitness and see if there's any injuries that might occur that we need to fix up before the season starts away at Mansfield, like we've touched upon.
Yeah, fair enough. Like, what do you think of James Husband? Like, we re-signed him from Blackpool. I think it's been about like 12 years, something like that, since we last had him.
I think it's I think it's the best sign that we've made apart from Alfie May, with the experience and the know-how to marshal a back forward like Jay McGrath, James Derry, and so forth. We need that bit of leadership at the back line to be able to go win a ball, be able to communicate with a goalkeeper. We don't need them all running like not in line with each other. We want them all to be perfect with each other. We need them to be in sync talking.
Yeah, fair enough. Like, I reckon he can partner up with Jay McGrath like next season if he does well. I reckon they can both be a good partnership, and I reckon he can be like a really good he can be like really good to all the young players who are rising up and wanting to be a Rovers player.
Yeah, like for my last transfer, all I want to see now is Rovers get another goalkeeper. Don't get wrong, I've heard good things about Tommy Sinkin and stuff like that, but I think we do need a more experienced goalkeeper to come in who's played at this level, who knows how intense this level is.
Yeah, I think we need like a backup goalkeeper. Like, we had Xander Clark for the second half of last season, but if it wasn't for the injuries, then I reckon he could have stayed there permanently. Like, if we get like a backup keeper, and if Tommy Simkin gets injured, then I reckon he will be the backup will be the right man to fill up his role.
Yeah, but we just need experience goalkeeper. I don't know if you've got anybody in mind, but was an experienced goalkeeper that can command his box and talk to his back line what Sharman Lowe could do really, really well.
Yeah. What do you think of Frankie Okoronkwo? Do you think he could like partner up with Alf May, or do you think he's a backup to him?
I think Frankie should play in behind, like in the same team, but playing with a number 10 because then they can bounce off each other. If one gets tired, they can rotate round each other instead of having to compete for the centre forward spot. When you can both, if you get tired, you can both rotate back after each other.
Yeah, fair enough. Like, I reckon for the cup games, like we should like have Okoronkwo starting, and if he like does well, you can like play in some of the league games, or if Alf May is doing just as well as him, then I reckon we could have them both pairing in attack. Like if that happens, then I reckon we could see us playing 4-2-2-2, or maybe like 3 in defence, 5 in midfield, and 2 in attack.
Or you could play 4-4-2 with them both being centre forwards.
Yeah, I agree. Like lastly, before we end off, where do you think Rovers are going to finish this season? Do you think we are looking at where we finished last season, or do you think we'll be getting tips for promotion, or maybe even relegation?
I think we should be aiming higher from where we finished last season. Because I think last season we put a bit of a stamp into the league saying, look, we're here to stay. We're here to put a bit of pressure on you guys that are higher up the table. So I do think we might finish top end to playoffs. I know that's a bit of a push, but and if worst comes to worst, I think we'll just survive in the season.
Where would you think neutrals are putting us? Do you think they'll tip us for relegation, or maybe around the playoffs?
I think they would put us round about mid-table where we finished last season.
Yeah,
Just because
fair enough.
we find our feet in there still, and we need to find our feet and be like, look, we're here to stay for maybe 4 or 5 seasons, and then maybe push to go automatic playoffs.
Yeah, fair enough. Like, if you ask me, like I reckon we'll be pushing for the playoffs. But if we're lucky, I reckon we could push for the automatic spots. Like there's only 2 automatic spots, not like League Two where there was 3 when we won the league. So yeah, we'll only push for the automatics if we are lucky. Like we signed James Husband and Alf May. Like they're our main signings so far. Like so, like I reckon with them, we can
Bring
like
the
push
experience,
for
maybe push for the playoffs.
yeah.
I'm not
Like
saying
for new,
playoffs.
you there?
Yeah, like I say I'm not saying definite playoffs, but I'm saying potentially playoffs.
Yeah, we'll be in the mix for playoffs definitely. Right. If you ask me as well, I reckon for the neutrals, I reckon they could be like pushing us for where we finished around last season, or maybe like for example, like some Rotherham fans, hopefully not, probably tipping us for relegation. Like hopefully that doesn't happen, and hopefully we can like push for the playoffs. Like it's not definite that I don't think we'll get to the playoffs. I reckon we'll be in the mix for playoffs, but not get to it. Well, we probably will.
All we're just going to remember is that this league is a very competitive league this year. If you thought
Yeah,
last
with
year,
like
was competitive, this year is another level of it because you got likes at Oxford, Leicester, Wednesday, Plymouth, Stockport, who are all wanting that playoff push or the top two finish.
yeah, fair enough. Like there's loads of competitive teams like obviously Leicester, Sheffield Wednesday, and Oxford. All that Plymouth, Stockport. Like we've also got Luton, Huddersfield, Barnsley, Bromley, even like Bromley's rise is unbelievable so far, and I reckon, give them like a couple of seasons, they'll be pushing for higher end of League One.
I couldn't agree any more with that one.
Alright. So we are going to end it here. Billy, have you enjoyed it today?
Very much enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's been fantastic to have you on the channel. Thank you for coming on.
You're more than welcome.
Yeah. So thank you all for watching this video. Hope you've all enjoyed it. And up the Rovers!